Greetings, Makadini, Salibonani, habari gani? My name is Linda Gabriel. I'm a poet, a mother, and a food security specialist. I also do quite a lot of community development work with women, young people, and children as well. I live in Kutama, in the Jimba district. Kutama is 78 kilometers away from Harare going west. So we are very close to Harare and to Norton, close to Chegutu, close to Chinoi. So here I am, right? Taking the first step, the bold move, and telling my stories and sharing my space and everything else that I do, work that I've done, and where I am and where I really want to go with my life. A number of people have been asking, why is it you haven't started telling your stories? Why is it you're doing stuff and you're not showing, you're not telling about it? To be honest, I've been waiting for the right moment, the right time, the right equipment, the right camera crew, resources, right? But at the end of the day, there is never such a thing like the right time. One of the books that I've recently read, Think and Grow Rich, it talks about procrastination being one of the things that derails us, that you know, makes us not productive. It's I'm going to do, I'm going to do, I'm going to do. And believe you me, I've been in the same space as well. I've just been saying, okay, I'll start making my videos, I'll start telling my stories, I'll start making content. But, so this is me making a promise to myself that this year I'm going to really tell my stories. My life evolves around poetry, farming, women, my son, and young people. And on this space, at the same time, I've also just decided to bring audiences and my people together. On one hand, I'm known as a poet. On the other hand, I'm known as a farmer. So to some people in farming circles, they get surprised when they hear me perform poetry. Then to people who've known me from poetry and art circles, they get surprised that, oh, you're farming now. What's happening with poetry? So I'm combining both. So whilst I do poetry, I'm also focusing on the soil. I'm also focusing on the land. And a lot of work I do is really rooted in the land. It's in the people. It's in the community. So in this space, I'll share those stories. The women I work with the community gardens at my homestead, the young women I work with on my apprenticeship program, because I really believe in vocational training. As much as we're pushing for academics, as much as we're pushing for young people to get an education, I also believe we're also supposed to be striking the balance between vocational training, vocational skills, because I think the body remembers what you have done. And it's in vocational skills as well that our young people can actually get to have diversity and different options. If they're not suited well in academic, then they could also be doing very well in terms of working the land. There's quite a lot to do within the land, within the agricultural sector. There is livestock, there is crop, there is value addition. So this is what I believe, and these are things that I've been really doing here in my yard. And as time goes, I will share these projects in detail on where we want to go. And some of the reasons why I hadn't started filming as well is I was also waiting for my space to be lush. I want different things in this space. I wanted, there's a whole lot more, that I want, and it's not going to happen, overnight. So whilst it's not going to happen overnight, we'd rather get the stories get started. You get to know my space, you get to know the stories I tell, you get to know about my land. I live on an acre outside here in Kutama, in the village. I've been living here for the last 6 years, and I'll also share on my journey on how I got started in moving from urban spaces to finding space in the village and rooting to a point where I enjoy growing my own food, rearing my own small livestock. We've got bees in the yard, so we get to harvest some honey. We plant a lot of herbs and a whole lot more. So I'm inviting you in this space to journey with me, to inviting you to be part of my stories, of the stories that I tell, and just being here. So in these videos, you get it as it comes. I might stammer, I might forget what I want to say, I might choke, I might laugh, and I'm hoping that in my background you can hear some birds chirping. This is, part of why I'm out here living on here. So do follow me, do subscribe, do share, and let's get together and just tell stories of the land, of the soil, sustainable living, organic farming. And really, I believe that when we heal the land, when we heal the soil, we are then able to heal its own people. Thank you for watching.